Howdy there. It is Sunday, April 21st. 1:26 p.m. is the time, and it's about 8 degrees Celsius. And this is Fairford Avenue on the right. I don't know why I said it like that. But on the left is Upper Gerrard. That's a continuation of Gerrard Street East. That was the 22 Coxwell bus I was just on. Green Mountain Flowers. I need to pick up some plants for the apartment. Well, I guess on to business. I'll be walking down to Gerrard Street, or Lower Gerrard, and heading west through Little India, across the Leslieville neighborhood, and then into Riverdale, and it'll be through East Chinatown, at least to Broadview. I've been meaning to revisit this stretch of Gerrard for quite a while, and I did a live stream along here somewhat recently, although that one only went as far as Pape. There's a large Dollarama. There used to be a couple of dollar stores here. I think the other one was a Dollar Tree. That one recently shut down. People are leaving a lot of shoes out. And this one should be a little over 3 kilometers and take a bit over 40 minutes. And this place, Shamrock, has bowling, pool, foosball, arcade games, a bar, and it's a restaurant. A fitness center below. Just up here on the right will be Gerrard Street East. Sushi Pizza. You can see by the sign here, it's officially called the Gerrard India Bazaar. And you might think there's a large South Asian population here, but there isn't. But it's a very eclectic neighborhood. I think it's a rather underrated one. There's all kinds of really interesting looking spots here. And it's certainly got a lot of color. And this is west along the north side of Gerrard. And it runs between Coxwell and Greenwood. The artwork is starting to fade a fair bit. I like that mural over there, "You Are Here." And every summer there's a big street festival here. That'll probably be the next time I'm back in this neighborhood. A vacant storefront, used to be a salon. Oh, look at that mural.
Coconut sugar.
$13. It's a really colorful store right there, and there are murals everywhere you look. And this is an old theater on the right that's been converted into apartments. That was actually where the first Bollywood film screenings were in Toronto. Some of the Indian places on that side of the street. This area was settled as a South Asian enclave in the early 70s.
If your hole's too big.
Mumbai Pan and Cold Drink House. There's a development notice here for a 7-story building to go in on that lot. But you'll notice a lot of Indian, Pakistani, Bangladeshi, Nepalese, again, I don't know why I said that way, Nepalese and Sri Lankan restaurants here. Leela Indian food bar. I could barely speak in the video I recorded yesterday. Just coming over a cold. There's the Lahore Tikka House, which is under construction. Apparently it's been mostly closed since the start of the pandemic. They opened the bottom floor for a brief period. I last heard there was a fire there. And here we have the burger station, Desi Burger. and Desi Burger. Try to make sense of that, and they're not open. We'll return 3 p.m. Non karahi and barbecue. I read someone say on Reddit that Little India was dying. I'm not sure if that's entirely true. But for a weekend afternoon, it's not exactly bustling. And opening coming soon. Looks like they're still preparing. The Dubai Meat Shop. So this area east of the rail tracks is Leslieville, and once we get to the west side, we'll be in Riverdale. That won't be until I get past Gerrard Square. There's the 506 Carlton Streetcar. That runs all the way to the High Park Loop. You could head out that way and see the remains of the cherry blossoms. I haven't gone this year. I meant to go yesterday, but the cold kept me in, and for whatever reason I didn't really feel like going there today. Dogs do magic today at 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. I have no idea what this place is. Looks neat. Indigenous cuisine. There's a temple on the right. There's the Lahore Grill restaurant. And this is Greenwood Avenue. So between here and Jones will be a lot of residential. To the south of here along Queen is the Leslieville neighborhood. That store says live bait fishing tackle. It looks like a lot of those lower units would have been businesses at one point, but they seem to be occupied by residential apartments now. So this will be the quiet stretch of this one. And here comes an eastbound 506, so that'll head north up Coxwell. Then it'll turn right onto Lower Gerrard and head over to Main Street Station, which, if I'm not mistaken, is actually the northernmost streetcar stop in the city. I believe it sits further north than all the stops on the St. Clair line. Someone's tossing a couch. It's a 3-story walk-up. This area obviously hasn't changed much in decades. Most of these homes look like they date back to the 40s. And we're at Leslie Street. Which will take you all the way down to the Leslie Street Spit and Tommy Thompson Park. On the right is Riverdale Collegiate, a very large secondary school, and a curiously named one, as we're actually in Leslieville, if I'm not mistaken. This is the older wing of the school. That house has something in Chinese characters written on the front. And we are at Jones Avenue. This will take you up to the east end of Greektown, up at Danforth. This area has been gentrifying quite a bit lately. Men's haircuts, $13 and up. A lot of the older homes here have been cut up into multiple residential units, hence the presence of those coin laundromats. Dineen. They've got a location downtown. There's an old theater, the Grand Gerrard. I don't think anything's happening there lately. They last held comedy shows before the pandemic in that spot. Two-for-one pizza. This is Gerrard Square Shopping Center on the right. I did a video passing through here about 3 weeks ago. There's a Home Depot. That's another place I could pick up some plants. A Staples. It's doing quite well for a smaller regional mall. And I think that Little Caesars used to be located just on the north side of the mall, or the northeast end. That's not right. To the north and to the west of the plaza. That it's actually shutting down this week. It'll be redeveloped as part of the Ontario Line project. There's the Pate pedestrian bridge off in the distance. And the Maple Leaf Tavern, one of the oldest bars of its kind left in the city. That one opened in 1910. And we've seen several eastbound streetcars. There hasn't been a westbound one in a while. That's all these people waiting at this stop. Interesting name on that hair salon. $15 seems to be the going rate for a men's haircut around here. So, these rail tracks here divide Riverdale and Leslieville. And this spot will eventually be a subway station as part of the Ontario line. We'll be running above ground along the rail corridor for the stretch. I think most of the construction is supposed to be completed around 2031, but I'm willing to bet there's a fat chance of that. And you can enter that doomed plaza just to the north there. They've taken down the no-fill sign. And there is the Real Jerk, where Drake made an appearance at the start of the music video for Work. That's the name of the song. They have another location over in Little Italy. And welcome to East Chinatown. Much like Little India, this one formed in the early 70s. And it's primarily Chinese and Vietnamese. Whereas the bigger Chinatown at Dundas and Spadina, which was previously at City Hall, was more Hong Kong based. And I think that Chinatown has been less and less Cantonese over the years. New glamour hair design. Yeah, we're at Logan Avenue. East Chinatown doesn't really pick up for a few more blocks. And it's mostly located along Gerrard and part of Broadview. Simon's Walk vegetarian cuisine has closed down. And the homes along this stretch of Gerrard feel a bit older than where we just were after Little India. These ones look more like 1910s and 1920s. Stop any pain and insomnia. It's a rather bold claim. And we still haven't seen a westbound streetcar in quite a while. And this is a pretty renowned French restaurant. An interesting mural on the side. And here's a place I used to go to with some friends. We'd come out this way and go to Bakian. Looks like they're undergoing some kind of renovation. Everything's wrapped in plastic. There's the East Chinatown off-track wagering station. And finally, a streetcar rolls by. So I could hop on this one and take that to College Station and then hop on a northbound train. But it might be quicker to hop on a streetcar at Broadview, head up to Broadview and then head over to Bloor-Yonge and then head north, but that one would involve 2 transfers versus 1. I'll figure that out when I get there. There's the Eastdale Collegiate Institute. It's an interesting mix, Thai and Western cuisine. Thai food and fried chicken. Mimi restaurant. Huh. I think it's a bit more interesting along the south side for the next several blocks.
That's me drinks with the slaughter.
I've ordered from this place before. It's definitely a bit more lively in this part of Gerrard. And just up ahead, it crosses the Don River and heads into downtown. That was nice. And we've arrived at Gerrard and Broadview. There are a set of arches that welcome you to East Chinatown. Just west of here, the old Don Jail is just over there, just to the north, Riverdale Park East. We'll get a rather neat view of the city skyline. And this is south on Broadview Avenue. We'll finish up this little stretch of East Chinatown, then I'll catch a streetcar and I think I'll head north up to Broadview. Oh, here's one turning now. I don't want to miss that one. So I'm going to head up and grab it at this stop. But I hope you enjoyed this one, walking along Gerrard Street East through Little India to East Chinatown. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support what I do on YouTube, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing down below if you wish to say thanks that way. Anywho, I'm gonna wait for the streetcar, which is on the way. Whoops. Let me get my Samsung Pay fired up. Yeah, there we go. Might as well get some bonus footage. We'll get a nice view of Riverdale Park. I guess I prematurely wrapped this one up.
Next stop, Langley Avenue, Bridgeport Hill.
Here's Riverdale Park.
Next stop, with Row Avenue.
Oh, there's something going on over there. That terrific skyline view coming into view here. Any moment now. There we go.
Next stop, Millbrook Crescent.
This would have been a great spot to take in the eclipse from. So this is heading north up to Broadview Station, and in a moment we'll be going
Next
past
stop, Wolverine Avenue.
a Loblaws that is being converted into a no frills. And this area just lost a no frills that we walked by earlier at Gerrard Square. Still operating as a Loblaws, but I think just for a few more days actually. And it'll close down for about a week and re-emerge as a no frills.
Next stop, Broadview Subway Station.
Well, it's time to head down into the subway station. It's a big crowd of people down here. Looks like the train might be approaching in a second here, so I really mean it this time. Thank you for watching. as always, I will catch you on the next one.
The next station is Castle Frank Station.